Okay, black-white aristocrats. Aristocrats, for those not familiar with the Magic jargon, refers to a style of deck that sacrifices its own creatures for some sort of gain. So, Priest of the Forgotten Gods here is generally the cornerstone of Aristocrats decks in Standard since it's been printed. This deck also has Woe Strider, as well as Ayara, Burst of Locthwain here as additional ways to draw cards. Now, something notable some folks in chat are commenting on is that this build does not have Cat Oven in it, which we've seen in a lot of Aristocrat styles decks in this format. Instead, we've got some bigger cards that are top end here and some Nightmare Shepherds, some Sun's Nemesis, and some Sorin's Vengeful Bloodlord to generate a little bit more value as the game goes along. So as opposed to like the black-red Aristocrats decks is a little bit more aggressively slanted, this build's looking to scale up a little bit more into the mid-game. Let's go ahead and hop on into a constructed event, ladder with this one. Sorry, this is standard, and see how it goes. Starting next week, less than a week, we'll be able to, get to play Historic on the ladder again soon is exciting. Grrr. Gutterbones. Knight of the Reliquaries and Dahlias. I agree. Historic's like just gonna be mono sweet from here on out. We get another awesome drop, hopefully get Field of the Dead unsuspended, and then we roll right on into like Jumpstart and Pioneer Masters this summer. Sounds phenomenal. Format should turn into a little bit of a shallow card pool to something fairly deep fairly quickly. Really looking forward to it. Pioneer Masters, sorry, I think it's Pioneer Remastered. I'm not sure if they're calling it Masters or a remaster. It's how they're intending to start getting the first batch of Pioneer cards onto Magic Arena. So if they sweep my board here, I get to draw 8 cards, so you know, more power to you. I'm gonna clip that statement for when WotC inevitably messes it up. It's funny because it's sad. Do I just hit them for 10 here? I think I just hit them for 10 here, right? Go. Hey, Rothskeller, thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So, the intention of the remaster set, Stormbreath Dragon, are to print Pioneer staples into Arena. They're going to have an explicit focus on printing cards that are Pioneer playable. So this is going to bounce Knight, almost assuredly. Yeah, like Inverter. I don't want to kill the Teferi because I'll just get him back with this. So that seems less than ideal. The historic suspended cards will be addressed in the Ban and Restricted update on Monday. How big of a pump fake would it be if the BNR on Monday is only about historic? How that would just be like the biggest troll ever. Just like Monday's update is like, we're unsuspending these cards in historic. That would just be like Just golf clap all the way. That being said, in general, the fact that historic is getting included with the rest of the format is incredibly good in general for the future of the format, I think. With a very small amount of effort, they can make historic a sweet, unique experience that people will want to continue to play even once Pioneer in its entirety is on Arena. Having lots of different non-rotating formats would be awesome.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yes. Is that lethal? Whenever another creature planeswalker under your control dies, your opponent loses one, you gain one? Yeah, that's lethal, right? Is it? Is it lethal? I attack. So I do this, and then I sack this, draw this, and then I can attack with everything. They take 3, and then they die to sacrificing things. Or do I not even need to attack? Is this just lethal? Because the tokens work too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, chat, Aristocrat, sack your stuff for fun and value. The tokens don't draw cards, but they deal damage. The value is in the points of damage we did all along, chat. Opponent understands that the game is over. Against Bant. Let's bring an Agonizing Remorse. Is that a reasonable card? What do I want to trim? I don't really know what I want to cut here. Like, what seems bad? Elspeth with Priest is sweet. Maybe Sorin Vengeful Bloodlord. They don't actually kill many of my things. I think that makes sense because they're mostly exiling my stuff. I'm gonna trim a couple of Knights on the draw. It's probably hard to get under them with this card. So I think Shepherd's good. Maybe Sorin's good for the same reason. They do tend to have Shatter this guy in their deck. I did, Wargy. I don't know. I feel like there's even an argument just like it's just different than the other deck. Like I think comparing it directly to the aggressive build is off base. Yeah, my one change at the end of the set was I cut the one island for a Tranquil Cove. Just to have like a 20th white source. Deal. Perfect. Show me your Uro. Huh? think I'm just taking this. This plus this is scary too, though. I know. Oh, hopefully they just, like, don't play 5 lands in 5 turns, I think is our hope with their hand right now. It's a good draw. I'm gonna bottom that. Yeah. Yeah, the priest can make mana at a pinch. We did! There was a sleeve at a super big discount that we picked up. Yikes. Topped. Alright, so they're casting us the next turn. You hate to see it. I think I'm just doing this, and then next turn we'll play Midnight Reaper and gas up. Well, I mean, that's the entirety of their deck, right? Is a hope that they make it to the late game. I don't really think that solves problems. We have steel dingleberries. Oh, Twitch usernames. So I says to steal dingleberries. Was a block considerable there? Why do you think a block was considerable? Why do you think saving 3 points of life is better than... Why do you think saving 3 points of life is better than having an extra creature? When I have 2 priests in play, every creature is super valuable. What do I want to do here? I can pick up Gutterbones. I think that's the play. Sure, but that's not explained there. I could just play Strider. Yeah, I think I'd rather just play Strider and then pass here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I also have to turn the auto tapper off if I wanted to pick this back up and play this land. That is correct. It's possible that I wanted to, like, priest again aggressively so that way they have 1 less land. Attacking Nissa is possible through. I'm gonna give you a 10-minute break because this card is Summoning Sickness. Only for 6, eh? Just a little baby crisis. That's all, just for 6. I'm just throwing these away this turn. Priest, one of the reasons why this archetype is, this style of deck tends to be a lot of fun to play is because a card like Priest has a lot of complexity and nuance to it. There's a lot of decisions you get every turn that Priest is in play. Let's see if this works. It's not showing me what mana I want to. I think it always uses double black, even when you're in full control. Oh, it let me pick. Look at that. Did they fix that? That's exciting. Look at that. Quality of life improvements in my Magic arena. Now, Croakies have been doing well with Bant, so Bant's been pretty popular. Oh, you know what? Ooh, that's really good. What do I want to do? So I could Gutterbones plus Woe Strider. I could just Elspeth. I think I like shocking this in and going Gutterbones, Woe Strider. Yeah, cutting it a little bit close here because, like, this is going to smack me to 3, and then I only get 2 more draws with this. I think that's okay. Top of the category, 300 views. Yeah, Twitch has definitely worked. You're at, like, 1,300 a second ago. Could they kill us with Shatter? No, because I'll sack the Midnight Reaper to Woe Strider in response. I assume they have another creature they can play out here. If they don't, we get to priest bolt their things off the table. I probably shouldn't have sacrificed my 3rd priest last turn. That was probably a mistake. That's not a creature. That's really good for us. Could still play something here. Nope. I think I start with this. Elspeth does get more expensive next turn, that's true. I'm not sure what I want to do with her, though. I might want to gain 5 with her. Nah, probably not. I guess depending on how I sequenced here, I might have been able to attack down this as well. It's been a pretty impressive game. Just like a good reminder that, like, Priest of the Forgotten Gods unchecked is like a force to be reckoned with. Ding. Alright, don't kill me. Maybe I'm supposed to gain life with her just because if they have Shatter here, I die. Not gaining life fails to play around Shatter. It's just another Hydroid Crisis. Looks like it. Are they dead next turn? Are they dead? To Nightmare Shepherd plus Cruel Celebrant? I think they might be, right? I only have to deal 12. And I have the Woe Striders. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, I can play Ayara too here, I believe, right? So I get to do this, and then I get to target you, sack these. And I can play Ayara, drain them for 1. Then we do this. I love when a deck gets to do the thing the first time you play it. It's totes my favorite. Yeah, they're super dead. I don't know, the blue-white deck we played was really sweet too. I might just tag both of them as favorites. It was a good set of Magic overall. What did we play? We played Pioneer this morning, right? And it was good then. Pioneer was good today too. What did we play in Pioneer? Oh, we played Salt. We 3-0'd with Sultai Reclamation in Pioneer. It was great. Was Historic a dumpster fire? What are we doing Historic? We 2-2'd Historic. Even that was fine. Have some fun games. Sweet. Moving on up the ladder. Do 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 do. It's a little slow, but probably fine. He says before his opponent plays a basic mountain. We've not played a Mardu Aristocrats deck. Gosh, our deck is busted, chat. Dear Watsy, please nerf. Too strong. Too strong. Hey, we take those around here, okay? We take those around here. Probably just someone that had something IRL come up shortly after they queued in. Not uncommon. Yeah, Twitch fixed the viewer count. He's got a lot of tap plans in it, he says before his opponent starts to run him down. Right. Slow and steady. Who knows? Yeah, this is not great against here, but it blocks here fine, which is good. They're missing a land. That's not too bad for us. Hopefully we draw a swamp next turn so we can play this untapped or Godless Shrine. Perfect. Godless Shrine's actually better than Swamp because Godless Shrine lets us play Elspeth next turn. Worth noting, this only triggers on red cards, though. Or red cards, black cards. Really, just straight up Straight up no attacks. That must mean they're setting up for cleave next turn, right? Do I, like, play priest and just hope to not get cleaved? I think I'm probably supposed to play Elspeth here. Yeah, we, like, don't die on board to cleave. But, like, we don't survive the next 2 turns. Like, it doesn't kill us. It doesn't literally kill us this turn, but it effectively kills us. Really? No cleave, huh? I guess they didn't have it, chat. Do you think they, like, file for compensation? Their deck must be bugged, right? I don't understand. They always have it. They're just really setting up for it. Yeah, something like that. Alright, so block here, block here, block here, block here. Take 1. Gosh. Listen, we take those around here, okay? Okay, yep, we're gonna make a bunch of tokens. Yeah, Elspeth's been very reasonable. Agree. Yeah, Elspeth as an enabler for priest is really sweet. Seems super reasonable. She can also untap priest to let you use it again.
Believe in yourself as I believe in you.
Wait, does she not untap? Oh, it's up to. I'm dumb. I know how magic works sometimes. That's fine. We needed to use Elspeth's ability anyways, because I want to escape her here.
Prepare yourself, Heliod. Courage will bloom in all who seek justice.
And I'm not dead on board, right? I don't believe so. They have 8 of these. And they all have 2 power. I've got a lot of blockers here. How do we sideboard? Probably just the decrees in. So, eat, jump, trade, jump, take 12. We'll eat this, draw a card. If they don't have a cleave here, we can kill them on the backswing, maybe? Because this does +4. I think their last card's Rimrock Knight. I mean, I have to block. I think they're dead, right? Oh, wait. No, wait, these don't block. Yeah, I think we kill them on the backswing. Unless they have a blocker. Nope. So, this is 8. This is 8, and this is 4, that's 12. Yeah, they're dead.
I will do my best to support you.
That was kind of impressive, huh? Oh, sweet. Again, like, we won because they didn't have cleave, but, like, you know, sometimes they have cleave and you die. It's just how Magic the Gathering works. Cutting Midnight Reaper here against the red aggro deck. Devout Decree sounds good. Despark, I think it's fine because it exiles cleave and it also tags Torbrand. Those are both their high impact cards. What do I want to trim here? I feel like I want to cut... Is it crazy to cut Sorin? I know, like, he has the word lifelink on him, so it seems like he should be good here. But I kind of feel like we're often not in a position to be able to attack, and he doesn't provide lifelink on their turn. And I also kind of feel like I'm incentivized to drag my curve down. Like, if I do this and, like, look at my curve, it's, like, pretty reasonable. 8 1s, a bunch of 2s, 3 4. Oh, intervention. Yeah, that's totally what this is in my board for. Good call. I put this in here for this matchup, and then I forgot. Yeah, this is better than Despark here for sure. Yes, intervention, even when it's not, destroying things, can gain you double X life, which is sweet. I think Legion's End is a good sideboard card in Standard. Well, I mean, I'm not playing it for a reason. Instead of me telling you you're wrong, can you tell me why you're right? If you think it's good, why do you think it's good? Rude. Wow, that's rude. That is super unfortunate. This card is such a beating. It's this card, someone really hit the nail on the head. I couldn't quite articulate why this card always felt offensive. And the fact that this is a card that's only good on the play, and when you're on the play, it helps you get ahead when you're already ahead, is just super obnoxious. It's one of those, like, Magic, especially when you're playing a deck like the opponent, is super snowbally. So, like, the fact that this is a card that just, like, helps you snowball harder when you're already snowballing is just so gross. Hey, they put Splinter Twin on Deceiver Exarch and we died. Weird. To be fair, we're probably losing that game without Cleave too. The robber of the rich. Took away all of our stuff. So it happens when you play Orzhov versus Ra. That's fair. That game was 10 out of 10 a Vorthos win, huh, chat? Sure. The Plains with Ayara gives me some pause here. Hopefully, we need to draw lands regardless, so hopefully this helps us find some. Priest does make black, so she can help smooth some of Ayara's awkwardness, potentially. Just looking for mana at this point. They really just, like, not have a turn 1 or turn 2 play? That's wild. What do they keep? And just, like, Annex and Cleaves and Torbrands, or what's the deal? Tibalt? Sure. Oh, I'm dumb. This trades rate. That's probably still fine. I think that's probably still a fine trade. I don't know, it's close. If they have a second Tibalt, I'm going to be really sad that I made that trade, but getting Tibalt off the table is pretty important here. This deck's been sweet so far, Revolution. Been a lot of really good games. Both the standard decks today were stellar. Probably going to tag them both as favorites.
My friend is here to help your pain.
Huh? Okay, that means we're not getting cleaved this turn at least. Got that going for us. We're gonna take 7 inside of combat, no blocks. So this lets me cast both of these next turn, which I actually think is really good, right? If we make it out of this turn alive, I think we're a pretty strong favorite to win here. Because with the, especially if we make it out with the majority of our things, because like the Ayara's gonna come into play, die, trigger these, come back, die, trigger these. That's unfortunate. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So if I no blocks here, I'm taking 17, right? 8, 13, 17. If I no blocks, next turn I get to Woe Strider, which deals 2. Or deals 1 when it comes into play, and then it deals 2 when I sack the thing. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to just no blocks and hope to untap and kill them. Please kill my Locthwain. Yeah, still dead, right? I think they were alive. Whew. Sack the goat. Domia for 3. Sack the celebrant. Hey, Pure Punker, thanks for keeping me around. We'll be here whenever you have time again. Yeah, Celebrant with Strider, especially the fact that Celebrant triggers on sacking tokens has been real good. All hail the Death Goat. We sacrificed a goat and the opponent lost the game, chat. This is that demonic card game I was warned about growing up, isn't it? Priests sacrificing goats to end games. Oh no. This isn't wholesome at all. The priest is the aristocrat's goat. Ain't that the truth? What thought? I was promised a children's card game, Hogland. You're sacrificing goats to priests to try and win? Wow, they mulliganed and they kept a Boreal Greaser. That's interesting. Greaser's usually a card you don't want to keep when you mulligan. Wonder what they threw away. Because, like, Grazer is not card advantage, right? Because, like, you're spending a card to get a land to play faster. So I think my plan here is to Woe Strider, sack the Woe Strider to the priest. Now we can cast this Gutterbones, and then next turn I can Sorin bring back the Woe Strider. Wow, that's perfect. Any of our 1-drops there were certainly our best draws. Worked out real nice for us. Sure.
I protect that which cannot protect itself.
Really surprised they're untapping a breeding pool here. What's the possibility they have like a negate? Should I play around a main deck negate? So should I sack the Gutterbones? The downside to playing around the negate is I can't attack Nissa for 2. I feel like main deck negate's pretty unlikely. Probably just Growth Spiral.
I did not start this fight, but I will finish it.
I'm gonna get 3 lands to Grazer. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. And again, in our wholesome children's card game, we'll start by sacrificing this goat. We'll use the mana to pick Gutterbones back up here. Growth Spiral as expected. They drew a land. Pick this up. Smack their Nissa for 2.
Do not underestimate my fortitude.
Yeah, I think I just want to kick them while they're down, basically. Like, they got a little bit behind, so each priest activation puts them further behind. The Sorin's not doing anything anytime soon, so I'm just gonna let him die. It's, like, not a big deal. That's just like the best draw in my deck. So I get to do this. I bet this will be a concession. So we get to go Gutterbones, make them sack, attack Nissa for 5 here. Hey, Chemsky, thank you for the 6 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. We use our 2 mana to pick this back up. This deck has been firing on all cylinders for this set. It's been really sweet. Bye, Felicia. I mean, like, we had more lands than I wanted to have in my hand, but yeah, the spells that we picked them up were, like, pretty good. Pretty close to, like, these are exactly what we want when we want them, for sure. Alright, I'm actually gonna cut Sorin here. I think... Is this an Agonizing? I feel like this is probably an Agonizing Remorse matchup, huh? Would I rather have Sorin or Knight? Knight probably has a hard time cutting through. We'll keep Sorin in for a little bit extra value. 26 creatures still even after I cut this. Let's try this. Our deck's relatively proactive, so like when in doubt about sideboarding, less is more is usually a good mantra. Don't overdo it and dilute your aggressive plan. Sure. Gutter into Priest into second Gutter activate Priest. Sign me up. Yeah, does a lot of little things, right? That are good. So yeah, they're taking Priest away to break up our curve. If they can't deal with the Sorin, the Source brings back Priest later, but this does prevent us from activating Priest in the meantime, so definitely makes sense for them to take it even if they don't have an answer right away necessarily. Baby Crisis do. It's a 2/2/2 What? Excuse me? I was about to be very confused. I was like, I should have played this land if you were gonna trade. Like, that trade seems wild. Playing this 2/2 out here, and it only helps them hit their 5th land drop most likely, but more importantly, they know I have Sorin with a Priest in my bin, so this 2/2 Crisis kind of lies in wait for them to be able to hit Sorin dead if I play it and down ticket right away. Which, I think I might be playing Sorin and down ticking it right away here. Kind of interesting that they elected not to attack with Hydroid Crisis here. That kind of implies that they're interested in blocking with it. So before we play Sorin, we'll start by attacking here, see what they do. Really, just taking their licks again, huh? Am I just getting Priest?
I will have revenge for House Marco.
I think I am. Alright, I missed 6 points of life with my sequencing here. This card's not ingrained into my brain. Its static text gives lifelink. If I would have played this pre-combat, these would have each gained 2. Just to point that out.
In this land, we are all connected. Rise, my elemental friend.
Yeah, listen, it's not like we've been playing with these cards for almost a year. Once that happens, I'll definitely remember what their static text is, right? Yeah, I was pseudo distracted by this, but yeah, still worth pointing out my mistake regardless of why it happened. Huh. Okay, I guess I get to kill that?
Pity we couldn't have been allies.
Pity we couldn't have been allies. So I'm actually fetching a black source here, because I get to play this and then draw a card with Castle here, which is nice. Feels like this one's slipping away. We're not really well set up here. And they've generated a lot of value at this point. Again, they're playing a bit of a brew. We can gain a little bit more information about what they have going on before we pack it in and move to the third game. Legion's End would be a whooping. Oh, if they had Legion's End, yeah. Card's not super popular anymore, so we learned about Lovestruck Beast and Enter the God Eternals here. And so draw before we decide. I think I'm gonna go to 9 here. They can just Tameo, pick back up anything here, so we're gonna pack it in. Now, a question I have to ask is, would I rather have Remorse, or would I rather have things that interact with their things that have resolved? I think I'd rather have Remorse and just be proactive in taking their stuff away here. Thank you for the 1.5 years of support, Negative. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Has an okay curve, 2, 3, 4. Looking for like a Celebrant or a Priest as a payoff. God, this card is so obnoxious against our 2/1s. Perfect. Never didn't have it. Play this, play Woe Strider, sack this and the Goat, make them lose 2, pick the Gutterbones back up, and then Elspeth starts powering Priest the following turn. Oh, do they have a removal spell? That would be unfortunate. Looks like it. Just thought erasure, sure. So they can delay Priest's activation for a turn, assuming we brick. Yep. Gutterbones, Woe Strider, Nightmare Shepherd. Unfortunate. It's hoping to hit something that will let us curve out here still. Get in for a 1, because why not? Rough. Think I lead on this one. This one blocks Nissa better. They have a removal spell for this. We're probably just done. We're gonna die to the Massacre Girl very quickly. No blocks because we can't. She's very menacing.
We will not fail. The land shall conquer you.
Okay. A Boreal Grazer actually being super relevant here because it blocks for the Nissa. So like if they didn't have Grazer, I'd kill Nissa over 2 turns with 2 attacks, but because they have Grazer, that's not an option.
Behold, nature's true
We'll take
power.
4 from this. Really? Wow, this is super aggressive. That the lands attacking there really surprises me.
Quest is not over until peace has blessed us. Together we can exact justice.
Worth noting that again, this does not trigger on tokens, and this in and of itself is a token now that it came back with Nightmare Shepherd. I have 4 cards total in my bin. If we can get 1 more in there, we can escape this back. Vraska, notably, not killing Nightmare Shepherd because it costs 4.
Don't be surprised if we meet again.
Nissa threatening to go Super Saiyan next turn. What's going on? Who knocks? Yeah, catch us right at the tail end. Running late today because I had to start a little bit late.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Stupid interface.
Courage will bloom in all who seek justice.
There's really no reason to attack. I think I just pass here. If they ult the Nissa, they only have 1 indestructible land that I have a 4/4, so it's like not the end of the world. We might see Vraska eat something here to try and generate a little bit card advantage so they can find some action. She gets to pump up some of our attackers next turn into 3/2s. Maybe get a little aggressive. If they attack with Massacre Girl, I probably trade off my tokens for it. Maybe. I guess that's probably not the case because I need to take Nissa down.
The land fights for us. Everyone is expendable.
Huh? What if I do this and then attack Nissa? Because I just get run down by their attackers. They've got a 4/4 with menace. They're making 3/3s every turn. If they block either of these ground creatures, it puts a 5th card in my bin so I can re-escape the Elspeth. Crap, I've got my... Dang it. I wanted to wait and see what I drew before I decided what I wanted to do with this. I think I'm just getting the Midnight Reaper back here. I think we're going to leave the Gutterbones in there. This could be a little bit scary just because, okay, those are pretty good hits. Okay, I think we just Ayara into Priest now, right? And, like, because I have Nightmare Shepherd, their Vraska being a removal spell sitting in play doesn't really matter either. I feel like even if they ult Nissa here, we're still in a pretty okay spot. Elspeth plus Priest has been super impressive. Yeah, Priest can shoot through indestructible lands, exactly correct. Just realized Bernie was winning until my subscription lapsed. My bad. Well, you re-upped, so that's good for this week. Thanks for the 2 months, Cedar Magic. I appreciate the continued support. Welcome back. Yeah, I agree, Navier. With no cards in hand, I think we are a strong favorite at the moment.
Spring eternal.
This deck's been sweet, James. Both the standard decks today were really good. We've gotten to do the thing. We've had a lot of neat games with a lot of small decisions in them that mattered. Now do they, like, sack a land and draw a card because they, like, have to find gas here? Yeah. Snipre, thanks for the 23 months. Welcome back. If they find, like, another Nissa here, they could maybe get in the game. Lovestruck Beast is very good because it means that I'm not going to be able to, I think I block with this because it comes back. The other standard deck was blue-white life gain. We're really looking for a Cruel Celebrant at this point. There's plenty of Gutterbones in my bin. Let's start with this. And then let's sack this. It's indestructible. Whoever wanted me to block with Priest 2, their land is indestructible. Thank you, Twitch chat. So I have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana total this turn. There's 6 total cards in my bin. I could escape Elspeth leaving 1 Gutterbones, then also pick Gutterbones up. That's probably the play. Oh, I'm dumb. I had an untapped swamp. I didn't have to take 2 there. That's probably fine. Well, Hydroid Krasis is almost assuredly their best draw now, and they get 2 shots at it thanks to Vraska. Maybe there could have been merit to putting Ayara into play this turn as well, because Ayara represents more draws next turn. Is something to think about. So perhaps that was better than just jamming Elspeth down their throat. Elspeth gave me more chump blockers, like I already kind of had enough chump blockers, and I think I'd rather be sacrificing non-token creatures to Priest next turn anyway, so that way I can draw maximum cards. Yep. So I assume they're going to eat a forest and see what they draw here. If they draw a second good spell, we could be in trouble. They have 12 mana total here, so Krasis would be for 10. Sure. Stupid thing. Okay, so let's do this. And then let's do this. Let's do this. And let's do this. I'm gonna target you. I'm gonna sack this and this. We're looking for a Cruel Celebrant, right? Wait, they sacked the Grazer, so they're dead?
You are braver than you know.
Yes, Cruel Celebrant is Zulaport Cutthroat, or a Blood Artist, depending on when you started playing. Alright. Yeah, that was... Alright, let's try one more. Try and get one more good sit in before we wrap it up and call it a day. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope everyone's having a great start to your weekend wherever you're at. It's fine. We're gonna scry into an untapped land. It's gonna be great. I don't know how the deck queue works, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. There's a full explanation right there, along with the TLDR in the comment itself. The TLDR is like, it's kind of like a freemium game. You either pay with your money or pay with your time. And it's dealer's choice as to which of those two options you'd like to do at any given point. You also do a mix and match, pay a little money, pay a little time. Figure whatever we're playing here was dying, so might as well be resource efficient. Hopefully we draw a land so we can like go double priest next turn. Actually, do I even double priest? Maybe we just like Nightmare Shepherd. Nah, probably want a double priest. Think we want to just double priest. Yeah. You'll have to resub, James. Okay, going down to 9 here. Going down to 7. Going down to 6. Swing low, sweet chariot. Come along to carry me home. Do 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 do. Huh? So do we just double Celebrant here? Yeah, Shepherd's probably better. So if I Shepherd, I can say Priest you, get a Priest token, and then play Celebrant. I think that's the line. Are they dead? I haven't done the quick maths yet, but I feel like they should be dead. So each of these is 8, right? Each of that I attack for 4? This deck's just been great. This has just been quite fantastical. Whee! That's the oh, Yummy, 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 yummy. It's yummy. Do 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 do. Was this deck like real? I don't know about real good, but it's definitely sweet. I think this is how we boarded last time. Sounds good. Okay, Maui. You're welcome. Do do do. It's a good turn. It was like, oh wait, look at that. Now there's 3 of them, and they're dead. Yeah, Nightmare Shepherd's been real sweet. Are we a combo deck? I'm not saying we're not a combo deck. Don't fall in love with your decks. You have an important tournament coming up. You know. Yeah, I don't have my overhead light on. The sun's setting, chat. I don't normally stream this late. Even my overhead light still casts a shadow too. I'm looking forward, in the new office, we're gonna have LEDs mounted in front of me, I believe is the plan. Get a ring light like a real cam girl. I don't know what that is. I do need to do a little bit of research and figure out something that's ideally easy with eye strain. So I'll do nothing this turn, then this sets them up to cleave us next turn, probably. That's what I want my sub buddy to go to. You know, I think I'm supposed to block this one because it can be unblockable. Even though it attacks for less damage next turn. I don't think Esper's very good. I think Adventure's mono red blue white control are probably a reasonable listing for top 3. No, all 3 of those decks are good. There's a lot of things that are good in this format. Who's got 2 thumbs and is dead to Embercleave? Always this guy. Oh, do you not have Embercleave, friend? That's exciting. That's exciting. They just like have another annex here. Hey, Lord of the Pearl Trident, thanks for the 16 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Grab a second white source here so that way we can activate our other castle. Down the line. Still have triple black to go thing this turn. Okay, Embercleave must be bugged today. We keep going, well, we're dead to Embercleave, and then our opponents just don't have it. It's this really weird experience. I'm definitely not used to the whole them not having Embercleave thing. Wow, still just unlucky, eh? I'm unconvinced that the Bant deck's that good. I feel like Bant is just Crokey's latest iteration of Teamer Reclamation, and that, like, he's a really good Magic player, and he's convinced other okay Magic players that, like, this deck is sweet, and he's, like, winning with it, so, like, I'd be hesitant to, like, think that Bant deck's Sperry. Like, I'd wait for some tournament results. Like, it's fine. I think it's just overreaching to call it, like, one of the 3 best decks in the format. They weren't dead there, right? I didn't count, but I don't think they were dead. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so they're dead next turn, though. If we don't die here, they die next turn. We are having a wonderful stream, Jesus. Thank you for the 26 months. Welcome back. Had a ton of really sweet decks today. Even Pioneer was good to start today, chat. If you're someone that's still slogging through Pioneer, the set we played today was great with it. In that format. I don't need to sack to scry. They're dead. Yeah, they have Infuriate here, but it just doesn't matter. Because everything comes back. triggers. Oh, right, they get a bunch too. You're dead on the back screen, clap your hands. That was alright. Hey, yeah, sweet. Yeah, I was super impressed with this deck. We've not touched and that kind of makes me happy. I actually took red-black Aristocrats off the website after the last time we played it, because I just, like, wasn't particularly impressed with it. It felt pretty underwhelming, and this was, the fact that it's like an Aristocrats deck that's like not just trying to cat people is kind of refreshing, and in a way, it makes sense, right? Like, the cat package takes a lot of slots, and I don't think you could fit 8 cards in here without cutting something that was pretty key. Yeah, Elspeth was really sweet. One of the things that really stood out to me with Elspeth is not only was she a fantastic enabler for Priest, but on top of that, Priest making 2 mana meant that if you could cast Elspeth for 4, the Priest mana meant that you had enough mana to escape her for 6 as well. So, like, not only does this synergize with this, but this was synergizing back with escaping this into play again was exceptional. We had a lot of really awesome board states where we had Cruel Celebrant with Woe Strider with Nightmare Shepherd. We just, like, killed them out of nowhere, basically, from incredibly high life totals, where it's like, all right, sack my board once, Celebrant triggers, Nightmare Shepherd brings them back, sack my board again, kill you. So yeah, this one was great. It was awesome. Hit 2 really good standard decks in a row. We beat Mono Red, we beat Ramp, played against a huge range of things with this. As far as the sideboard goes, we didn't really hit control, so I don't know if, like, this Remorse Conquers Death Gideon plan is good there. Might be, might not be. At any rate, that's going to be it for me for today, folks. I'm planning to stream next weekend with the Arena MCQ going on, so I'm going to be taking this weekend off. So I'll be back Monday morning, 8 a.m. Central Time. Remember, for those of you who are in parts of the world that don't do daylight savings, the US is doing daylight savings time this weekend, so that means what is 8 a.m. for me is different than what it has been for you if you don't do DST this weekend. So catch all y'all around next week, hopefully. I'm going to hit a quick ad roll on my way out the door, as always. And remember, if you're looking for more content for myself, you can check out my website and my YouTube channel. These folks are great. Buy their stuff.